So, were you one of the millions who turned into this on Sunday night?
I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
Well, those were sounds from the official trailer of the final episode of the HBO television series Game of Thrones. But viewers in China will have to wait a bit longer to see it. An hour before it was due to be broadcast on the streaming service Tencent, viewers were told it had been delayed. It prompted uproar among fans in China. Our China media analyst Kerry Allen explained more about what had happened and the reaction to it.
People were hearing about this through entertainment media, lots of different social media accounts on the platform Sina Weibo, which people in China use instead of Facebook or Twitter, saying that there were complications, that there were streaming difficulties, was one version. Another version was that there was the suspicion that Tencent didn't have the right copyright clearance to be allowed to show this final episode, even though they've been able to show every episode of Game of Thrones so far. So people were a bit confused about why they suddenly couldn't watch this on one of China's biggest platforms.
And I imagine that theories abound as to why that might be the case, above and beyond copyright problems.
Oh, absolutely. People wouldn't necessarily take the copyright thing as that's exactly what's happened. I mean, it has been the case before that Western programmes have suddenly been pulled off, and this has been what people have been told, that it's due to copyright laws or something. But what's normally the case, and I think is especially with Game of Thrones, is that the government regulators might have got quite nervous about some of the content. I mean, what China does anyway, it's very sensitive about content that might be politically sensitive, pornographic, violent, and there's a lot of sex, there's a lot of violence in Game of Thrones, and scenes have been cut from earlier episodes. So it might have been that a scene, for example, that initially might have looked okay, the government might have thought, oh no, actually, this has some concern, and this is a possible reason why the episode was suddenly not shown through Tencent.
That was our China media analyst, Kerry Allen, on the mystery surrounding Game of Thrones.